Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great. Hi, Prashant. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. So, how was your day today?
Uh, it was going pretty good. It's a Sunday, so it's kind of a holiday for us. So yeah,
Mhm.
it's doing good.
Okay. So, I think this is the first time that we're meeting, right?
Right, right. First time.
Let's introduce ourselves before we start the session.
Sure. I'll go first. So, hi Gangna. As you already know my name, I am Prashant. It's been 3.5 years I'm working with a software company as a software developer. Currently, I'm in Pune, but my native place is Bihar, Patna. If I talk about my hobbies, I like to watch cricket, uh, uh, play cricket, like to watch movies that based on science fiction, and same if you want to read books based on science fiction. So that's all about me.
Okay. So, you're working right now, right? In
Right,
Pune.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Great. So my name is Gagana and I'm from Karnataka. Professionally, I'm a social media content creator. I've completed my computer science engineering. I've been training people from past 3 years. So this is about me.
Okay, so it's a similarity. You also from the computer background.
Yes, but I've never worked on that for longer time.
Oh, okay, okay.
So you like coding?
Yeah, now it's a hobby. When I was started, it's not something that I want to be as a coder, but yeah, it's now it's used to it. So I have
Which
now I like to code.
which language do you code?
Python.
Python. Oh, nice. Okay. Great. Nice to meet you. Tell me, Prashant, why are you here in English, Yari? What do you want to learn?
Okay, okay. So mostly when the conversation is one to one, I feel I'm able to do or communicate well. But when I'll talk about the public speaking, well, I have to speak in front of 10, 15 people, then it will be a chaos or I'm not able to speak well or thinking about what if it went wrong, what will happen, or I was zoned out or freezed kind of thing even in the simple conversation also I'll noticed it in a couple of uh, you can say weeks or years. So I decided now that's the best time that I should initiate something to at least have a confidence or someone that guide me that how can I build that confidence while speaking. So that's why I'm here.
Okay, so mostly public speaking is your first priority, right?
Right, right.
Got it. Okay. Um, so I can see that you're really good in one-on-one conversation, and I would like to observe more and give the feedback on that too. Do you know what is the topic for today's session?
No, I didn't get any kind of notification about the topics. No.
Okay, this is your how many session in
I
English,
think
Harry?
it's fourth one, I guess. Yeah, it's fourth one.
Fourth one. Okay.
Yeah.
So before you come to the session, you'll get a session notes icon there. So you can download the session notes there. So in that, you'll get
Okay.
a PDF of a topic and description of the topic and few questions and relatable stuff to that. Right. So if you just go through it before coming to the session, you'll have an idea on what the conversation will be in the session. Right. So that's what.
Sure. From next time, I'll do that. Sorry, I didn't able to finish it.
It's
So,
cool. No worries. Don't worry.
yeah.
So the topic is books versus television.
Okay.
You tell me, what do you think? Which is better, books or the television?
Uh, it's sometimes it's very easy to predict. Like if you are seeing something, it will give you the pictorial representation, and you will able to remember correctly. But it's not for everyone. Sometimes I'll talk about some people will like to read books and they'll enjoy reading books or take a lot of courage or like want to read books and then extract knowledge from while reading books. But if I'll talk about as a person, what I prefer, I like to watch movies because it's very easy, convenient to get knowledge rather than you have to read everything and then you'll extract the summary out of it. But if you watch movies or pictorial representation, it will helpful while gathering knowledge and all the stuff.
Great. I agree on that. But do you think that we get as much as knowledge in television as we get from the books?
Yeah, that's the most critical point. Like, what you want to learn. If you want to learn something that is very new and no one have ever discovered, or you want to have distinct knowledge from the people that have already gained it, then you have to go in that ocean of the books and then read it and then extract the knowledge. But if you're the beginner and you want to start something as a fresher or a beginner, then it's a good medium to use videos or use movies to start at least at the starting phase of your learning. You can start, but at the same time, as I mentioned, if you want to learn something that is deeper, or anything that is not invented, or it's the wrong word that invented, but something that is not uh, get available easily, then you have to read it, then only you'll get the knowledge.
Okay, got it. So when you compare both books and television, so what are the pros and cons of books and what are the pros and cons of television? Do you think that books have lesser, don't you think that books have lesser cons when compared to television?
um, I feel again it's depend on the scenario. If I talk about as a beginner level, when I want to read books, it will time consuming. I'll get the knowledge, but still it is a time consuming. As a beginner, what I can do, at least start um, watching videos that already have published on YouTube or somewhere on the platform. So I can at least a base level ready, and then once I go on the book reading, then at least I have a prior knowledge to it, and I can build it upon that. But if I'll talk about in terms of the medium learner or the intermediate kind of a level, where you have to read books. So for them, it's not a cons, because time consuming. It's everyone wants will take it.
Hmm.
If I'll talk about the IS preparations, you have to read newspaper every day, and it will take around 1.5 or 2 hours for everyone. Either you are very good in reading, else that also you have to read it, or this is the time that everyone, you can say after 10-15 minutes, everyone takes the similar time. Like, so again, it's depend on the scenario where you actually stand.
But don't you think technology also has a lot of new ways for people? Now they have podcasts, now they have just
Hmm.
listening. You don't have
Hmm.
to read a book, right? You can walk
Hmm.
and you can listen to multiple things at a time you can do. Do you think that is uh, an advantage again?
Yeah, I'll say, because now it's if I compare the environment 10 years before, if the current environment, it's very easy. Like, if you I'll talk about when I was started as a coding in 2016 17. There was no that much content available in the market. But if you now, I can see even 500 or 700 like, or the price, will get a course, or the DS or data structure. You will get a, the courses were very beautifully organized. I have also gone through some of the courses. So the level and the amount of courses that is distributed currently, it's very easy or convenient to user to go it, and as per their need. But again, it's again what I said it earlier. It's up to the person what he or she wants to learn. If I want to learn something that is that is not found it anywhere, it might be possible if some of the cases, then I have to go and read books only. Otherwise, uh, it's very difficult. Like, either you can get the base from the video, but if you wanna go in depth and try to get extract knowledge, you have to read it. If I talk about my example, when I was started, it's very easy to watch a video. If I stuck somewhere, say, go to YouTube and search it how to resolve this issue, I'll find the bug. But if I talk about there is a language called Golang, so you
Hmm.
have to go through the documentation. Only then you will be able to find out the issues and bugs, because not a lot of videos is available. So there is a scenario, but again, it depends on the person what you want to learn.
Got it. Okay. Tell me what did you find most interesting in the recent times? It might be a news or it might be your hobby or anything. What do you think is most interesting for you to do or anything?
Mm. In recent time, I would say the communication thing. I'll try to improve it as early I can. For that, I was or I am watching couple of tech stack or videos and all tech talks. So
Mhm.
I try to mimic them, like how they are phrasing or constructing the communication. I'll try to record myself while communicating, how my body language is. Is I able to able to communicate well in terms of body language or not? How my hand gesture is. Is I am able to able to make eye contact while speaking or not? So those are the things that I'm trying for currently, and I can say I discovered this, that this is something that is lagged from myself. So if I need to uh, get it better, I need to if I need to improve it, I have to work. So
Got it. Okay. So based on the one-on-one conversation that we are having, I found like one or two grammar mistakes that you made when you
okay,
said
okay,
when I was started. So when we were saying when I started is the correct frame instead of saying when I was started. Okay. So there are one or two grammar mistakes. It won't be seen by the conversation that you're having. It dissolves there. So it's you'll improve that by having more practice. So as you said, you want to improve in public speaking, right? I also need to know what are the things that you do, or so that's why I asked what is the most favorite thing for you to do. It can be a hobby or it can be cricket.
I
You love cricket.
yeah, yeah. I think I have I in my introduction, if I forgot, I'm not sure, but I love to watch cricket. I love to play it. So yeah, it's kind of a more than hobby for me. It's not only my hobby. So,
Okay. So do you like who is your favorite cricketer?
I'm still confused between Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers, so I'll go with both of them.
So I'm wishing you also like. I'm hoping you like RCB.
Yeah, you guessed it correctly.
Of course, ABD Villiers and Virat Kohli. Okay.
Right.
I want to see how you would if I say that you need to present something. For example, I give you
Mhm.
one topic. How would you be able to do that?
Mhm. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So the topic is what do you think about Hardik Pandya replacing Rohit Sharma
Okay.
uh, for the
As
captaincy?
okay,
Yeah.
okay, Mumbai Indians captain, you say. Okay.
Mhm. I
Mm,
think it's a debate, but you're presenting. You have like 4 to 5 people around you,
mhm.
and you're talking about that. The conversation is about that. So, go on.
Okay. So I think I'll give the verdict as start. So it's not a good decision according to me. Why I'm saying it? Because Hardik Pandya is not initially present in Mumbai Indians. He was traded from Gujarat to Mumbai Indians in some amount. So I think it is not a good culture within a team, because I'll say already they have Jasprit Bumrah and Rohit Sharma, and they are
Mm,
also the superstar. Not they are the normal players. What they will think, like if your company, you already worked for a company for 7 8 years, and what will happen, a person that is a new, I'm not sure Hardik Pandya is new, but because he already left Mumbai Indians in couple of like years back, and then he came back, but still I feel it's not a good sign. It will kind of a stress within a team, that if someone from outside came in the team and like become a captain. So how I feel that is, I was to this team or not, because I'm also a superstar for Indian. If I talk about the bowling, Jasprit Bumrah is one of the premium fast bowler not in India, in the world. So how they will feel now, it's or I'll say Ishan Kishan. He's also the future superstar for India. If I'll talk about Rohit Sharma, the way he played in World Cup, after that, I think this is the disaster decision that Mumbai Indians can take it, because of the way he captained. If the Rohit Sharma will not able to well in World Cup, then it's all right. Like because uh, and I think since 2 years, Mumbai Indians will not able to qualify for finals. That's the one thing that's why he replaced by Hardik Pandya. But the way he played in last World Cup, I guess Mumbai will at least continue with Rohit Sharma for at least a year. And if he doesn't do well, then only Hardik Pandya will replaces him as a captain. And also that will give the player confidence that Hardik Pandya came in the team, settled very well, and then only he will become a captain. Then everyone also will respect him. But now it's a chaotic moment. Like how I feel, I will be jealous. Jealous. Uh, like if someone from outside came here and become a captain, I will not follow him. I'm also a superstar. Why Jasprit Bumrah will not become a captain? So I think that's my viewpoint on this.
Okay. So I do not have much knowledge on cricket, but I just know the
Mhm.
decision, and I felt really bad that this is not supposed to happen.
Mhm.
So by the way that you talked, I also understood that it was disrespectful for Rohit Sharma and
Mhm.
Jasprit Bumrah
Jasprit
also.
Bumrah.
He
Right.
has to play
Right.
under him, right?
Mhm.
So your points are really clear. Now I'm going to give you feedback on what happened. Sure. For example, you started the conversation with, you gave out the answer on the first sentence that
Right.
I
Mhm.
don't agree with this, right? I don't
Okay.
think that's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Then people around you already know your opinion now, and they won't be interested in knowing other points of your conversation because you already gave out your answer, opinion,
Okay.
right? So never start your conversation with a conclusion. Okay,
Okay.
always keep that to an end. Make a note if you want. So always when you start the conversation, when you're giving an opinion, since you're not in a field or not in a position to make that a controversy, because your opinion can be given, right?
Give it
So
right.
you should always start with the opposite thing that you don't agree with. For example, you should say, I think Hardik Pandya is a very great cricketer. I think he's
Okay.
really good.
Mm.
You start with this,
Okay.
people will think that, oh, he has
Uh,
some different point to
mm.
say, so I want to listen, right?
Right.
So you
Okay.
start with, okay, this is the first point you're going to say. I'm just taking your conversation as example and telling you how
Mm.
you have to have a conversation.
Mhm.
Then you give, then you make the structure of your conversation. So if you give
Mhm.
all the sentences just like this, people won't remember it. So structure
Okay.
it. First, you say, firstly, I don't, I think Hardik Pandya is really great. I love how he plays and everything. This is the first point you say. Second, you're going to say that, uh, but I understand that we haven't been qualified for the finals, Mumbai Indians,
Mhm.
but that doesn't mean Rohit Sharma is not a good cricketer, right?
Mhm.
He's a really great cricketer. By choosing Hardik, then third point you're going to say, by choosing Hardik Pandya to be the captain, it's being very disrespectful for Rohit Sharma as well as Bumrah because he's also an elder cricketer and
Mhm.
he being an elder person when he plays under Hardik Pandya, younger
Mhm.
cricketer, it
Mhm.
doesn't seem right.
Okay.
Finally, I think this is what I feel. I don't agree. I think this is very
Mhm.
disrespectful. Then you give out the last answer, you give out the conclusion. Okay. So here what you
Okay.
observe is structure your answer so that people will remember it. Start with a controversial statement saying that I feel Hardik Pandya is great. Right. So
Mhm.
this and then
Okay.
conclusion always at the end.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Any
Just,
question?
no, just those things that I want to improve, like how to construct a word. That is something that I always lack. And because of this topic, I have a personal connect. So might be I'll just give the decision. But yeah, it's kind of all right. Like I'll not give that verdict at the first. But yeah, the way you constructed the sentence is really well, and I'll try to take this as a feedback and try to improve on to constructing the sentences or wording.
Great. That's why I chose that topic where you will have like 100% knowledge on that
Hmm.
and passion so that you will have good understanding when I explain it to you also and you'll also understand better. So that's why I
Okay.
chose it. Great. We have 5 more minutes. What are the questions? These are the tips for public speaking. For first session, I think
Hmm. Hmm.
I would like to give this. And what other questions do you have?
On the same thing, like, see, you just give me a scenario, and within a second, or say, or 50, 60 seconds, I need to think, process it, construct it, and speak. So my thinking is it's very difficult at uh, at the start to construct within this timeline. So
Hmm.
how I can able to make the adjustment, or how I'll able to think or construct within this 20-30 seconds. So this is something I want to like take from you, like how I can do that, because every time I lag this,
Hmm.
because so yeah.
Got it. Okay. So I'll tell you a hack that I do. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, so whenever there is a topic going on, and mostly I stay silent. I don't say anything. I'm like I give out only when people ask me about it. I give out my opinion, right? So people are curious. Why is she silent,
Mhm.
right? So they ask questions to you. Then when they ask, you smile. Huh.
Okay.
Then it makes them feel like, she knows something.
Mhm.
I want to know about it. Or she feels this is funny. She feels that this, when you laugh, they don't understand why is she laughing, and they have a lot of thoughts in their mind. They have their own assumptions in their mind, right? So you give out that vibe to them. You give out that I know better kind of, even if you don't know, you just give out that vibe.
Okay.
Because did you know that I didn't know anything about cricket, but I gave out that statement saying that Hardik Pandya has been replaced, right? But
No, I think I thought you have that knowledge or
right.
interest.
So I don't know much knowledge. I don't have much knowledge, but I do keep up on the updates, like what is happening in the world. That is very important. Keep updated on what's happening around you in the world, so that you have at least something when you are in a social gathering, when there is
Mhm.
some topic going on. At least you have 1 or 2 points to say for that. So you need to
Okay.
be up to date on that. So as I said, you give out that weird look, weird laugh, or weird smile, and take that 20 seconds for yourself to just make them feel thinking
Mhm.
that you know something, but you're inside, you're like constructing everything you
Mhm.
said.
Okay. Yeah, this is a good idea.
Yeah, just make that face. And you start with, you don't have to construct everything. Okay. So when I say structure, you just know the process. The first one is, as I said, the controversial statement. You say that is the first one. Okay. I for you always talk to the towards the opposite person. So if they say you're wrong, I agree, I am wrong. When you
Mm.
say this,
Okay. Mm.
people already think that, oh, okay, she's on my side, she's not opposing
Mhm.
me, she's on my side only, right? So that's how you start the conversation. You just have to know the start of this. In that 20 seconds, just know the start of it and the
Okay.
conclusion of it. This is, if this is there, you can do whatever you want in the middle part.
Okay.
Okay. Starting, you give out the controversial statement. Then you only have to say the things that you need to say to defend yourself. Those
Okay.
reasonings, whatever reasonings you have, you just have to say those reasonings in the middle. So fine, but make sure in those reasonings you're not giving out the answer. You're not giving out the conclusion.
Okay.
Just you have to make sure of that when you're giving out the reasoning. Then at the end, you tell. So this is why I think this way. So you just say this, and always keep in mind that don't like drag the conversation. Always keep it
Mhm.
very simple. Like people should feel like they want to listen to you,
Mhm.
rather than just, oh my god, let him stop
Yeah, yeah,
talking,
right. Mhm.
right? So keep having some fun stuff to say in the middle. For example, whenever you're talking about cricket itself, you can say some, what Hardik did, right? So
Mhm.
uh, some of his traits you can
Okay.
bring,
Humorous.
which
Okay.
will not be which will not be like bad mouthing him, but just
Mhm.
bringing some fun side of him, from humorous side of him, from that side also, just showing it in a good way itself, not negative way, right?
Okay.
So you can drag all those things a bit. So this is how you make the conversation interesting, even in public speaking. But if you feel confident enough, you have the knowledge, right? So you have to be very confident about that knowledge. If you have that confidence, you can pull out this anywhere. The structure,
Okay.
it can be done. Awesome. I think we are at the end of the session. I hope you enjoyed
Right.
it. in today's class.
Yeah, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this. So generally, what time you open the session, Kangana? Like it's the normal because I want to book this again this next slot, so that's why I'm asking.
Got it. I'm not sure like when I'll be booking next, but every day I will have 2 hours, 4 sessions open.
Hmm.
I'll open for 2 days. Every 2 days I'll open it, so you can book it. But it'll be like mostly from 11 to 1 or 8 to 10.
Okay, 11 to 1 IST in the night, right?
11, no, no, no. Morning 11
Okay,
to 1
morning. Okay, 1.
or evening, night 8 to 10. I book it. I open the
Okay, 8.
slots.
Okay, 8 to 10. Okay, all right. Because my office timing is from 12 to 9, so I have to book a slot this one only from 9 to 10.
Okay, got it.
Okay,
I might be opening like I'll be available for 5 days every week. Out
okay.
of it, like 1 or 2 days, I will have like night sessions open, so you can book it then.
Sure. Sure,
Great.
I'll book this and yeah.
Awesome. It
Okay.
was nice meeting
All
you.
right.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Same for me. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Bye.
A good night. Bye.